cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. So, Chito Ranas is out. Chito Ranas been out at least a week that we know of, right? Because I saw him on the No Jumper interview, the interview he did on No Jumper, and he said that he had got out on Sunday. Well, today, as I'm speaking, is Sunday, so we know it's at least a week. And I want to say congratulations to Chito Ranas. I wanted to give him the full clap on that. The last time we saw Chito Ranas, I think the most notable interview, conversation was on the Mr. Criminal podcast. It was very emotional. It was obvious that he was going through some stuff, right? And if you see him on the new interview he just did with Adam 16, he's smiling. He's happy, and you can tell he's at peace. In the interview, he says that the last time he was out, he was battling with depression because his homeboy was killed, right? And while I'm glad for Chito, I don't know him. I'm seeing him the way everybody else is seeing him. But I like to pay attention to details, right? And I like to give advice, even though it's unsolicited. I like to give Chito Rana some advice. You're doing good. You said you have a positive support system around you. Don't get lazy, homie. Because there's an old saying that I've said a gang of times on my channel, on my lives, in my content, whatever. Friends come and go, but enemies accumulate. I was proud to see you not bite. I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched about 20 minutes maybe. And Adam tried to do what Adam always tries to do. He tried more than once to get you to talk about who you don't get along with in the streets. He tried to play it off and say, is it just a music thing or is it a street thing? And I'm glad you said, I don't know what you're talking about. But as I said, friends come and go, enemies accumulate. The last time you were out, while you were battling your depression and self-medicating with whatever you were self-medicating with, you were saying things that frustrated a lot of your enemigos in Sacramento and all over Northern California. You becoming more successful will put more salt in that wound. And so my advice to you would be, and it is not cowardice, it's you just bought a big pad. You said you want to enjoy that pad. Do that. When those hard times come mentally for you, because they will, maybe it'll be your homeboy's birthday or a certain holiday that you and him used to kick it and have fun or whatever. And those days come and you may feel down or whatever. Whoever that positive support system you have in your life, whoever they are, make sure they're there that day or you call them. You don't need a drink one for the homie. You don't need to puff one for the homie. Because that could lead right back into more self-medicating and reckless talk and behaviors. This mindset that you're in right now is great. You were around the right people in jail this time. You did the right things this time. You said you were working out, you were eating, you got your weight up, and you were writing. Good. I really don't know your music. I'm going to go ahead and check it out when you put something out. I'm pretty sure there's going to be something with you and Lefty Gunplay. Lefty's got a different mindset right now. So, be strong enough to not bite into it. Lefty is partying. He said it. I watched him and Rowdy Rax. I watched the thing on them today. And he said straight out, fuck music, fuck rap, fuck the money. He's really a gangbanger. I'm sorry to hear that. Chito Ranas, you have the opportunity. You said you recognized it by who you were around and that they encouraged you. Don't let them down. Don't let your loved ones down, or don't let yourself down. These vatos that don't give a fuck about money, believe they get hemmed up. They got to sit down again for another 10, 15 years. They're going to wish they had that money. They're going to wish they still had an opportunity to be in a studio. They had an opportunity to chill with all these so-called fine women that they supposedly have in their lives. Whether they do or not, it doesn't matter. They will not have that in prison. It seems like this time around you recognize that. In the video you said you were raised right by good parents and you chose to be an idiot. Remember, every negative thing you do, you chose to do from this point on. All the way, your whole life. But from this point on, keep that in mind. If you get caught up in a situation, it's because you placed yourself there. Remember that. Think of that big house you just bought that you want to chill in every day. That brand new whip you said you got right off the dealership. Aspire to want another house and another car. And to buy your kids, if you got kids, all the best stuff. But better than that, to lead by example for your kids, for your loved ones. For other youngsters that maybe are caught up in the neighborhoods, but can put some words together, make some music, be that inspiration for them. Like, damn, man, this vato's all tatted in his face. He's from wherever he was from, and he went in and out of jail, but he realized that ain't where it's at, and he's getting his money, and maybe they'll want to follow in your footsteps rather than someone else's. This isn't going to be a long video whatsoever. And this isn't going to be this. It's a Sunday. Everybody's recuperating or spending them last few hours with loved ones before they get back to the grind tomorrow. I get it. But this was a video. When I saw the interview, I went in there, and I tried to always be open-minded, and like I said, Adam tried to get you to talk about beef. That's all he wants to do. He loves bringing negative energy into people's lives, minds, and hearts. And you didn't bite, which is a great thing. I don't plan on watching the whole thing. I can't watch an hour. I can't watch 30 minutes of Adam. I can't. But I wanted to make sure I did this video, and I want people to, as much as I don't like that platform, as negative as I find that whole, he went from, being like a reviewer of hip hop and, interviewing hip hop artists to just trying to create death and hate. That's what I see. But I saw Chito Ranas handle himself well in the interview. And like I said, to me, it was important that we saw him smile and laugh, and we saw him understand that he has an opportunity that most people will never get. And don't spoil that, because we're going to get back into the talk I talk about all the time. Potential ain't shit until it's realized. Prison is full of potential. Just was never realized. They wasted it. They squandered it. You got all the best quarterbacks and the guy that's better than Jordan ever was. They're all in prison. Just listen to them. They'll tell you. Doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? But you're back out here Keep the same energy you got. Don't let those around you with negative energy ruin your vibe. Recognize who's toxic in your life and take them out. If you got to do business with them, it's business only. You don't got to party with them. You don't got to do nothing else but get your money. That's my video for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, share it with someone you think would enjoy it. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys would like me to talk about tomorrow. I'm open for suggestions. With that said, everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them. I'm out.